think I'm finally getting the hang of this whole camera thing. There shouldn't be much background noise, I hope, but we'll see how that goes. Pulled pork. You know, you just kind of like set it and forget it. Don't actually forget it. It's one of those things you can kind of like, you know, kind of let go, that you can put on rice, you can put on a sandwich, you can make nachos. It's a lot of stuff you can do with pulled pork. And that's what we're gonna be doing this week, exploring pork. Well, I mean, not just pulled pork, but other pork things as well. Let's get started. All right, first things first, this isn't the good camera. My good camera actually overheated, so I had to record this part with my backup camera. Anyways, I digress. Start with a half a cup of brown sugar, then we'll add 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper flakes, cinnamon, ground thyme, coriander, black pepper, and salt. One tablespoon of all of this stuff, okay? Just, yeah. Now for my secret weapons, liquid smoke and espresso powder. Now I know what you're thinking, espresso powder is probably really weird to put in there, but it adds so much to pulled pork. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of espresso powder and about a teaspoon or so of liquid smoke. Honestly, I don't know. It adds something, but I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't taste smoky. It just adds like this like interesting flavor to it. So yeah, put that in there. Give that a nice mixy mix, and then you're pretty much set. I also add a little bit of Dijon to add some Dijon-y flavor. I don't know why I'm saying Dijon, but yeah. Add some Dijon mustard for a little bit of extra flavor, and then give that a nice little mixy mix. Make sure you mix as well, because you don't want to have like clumps of, you know, smoked paprika or clumps of crushed red pepper flakes. You want to be able to spread this on evenly and just get all those flavors nice and spreaded. And I know some people are gonna cringe at this, but you're gonna have to do this with your hands. And usually I'd wear gloves, but you know, panic buyers. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, take your dry rub or dry-ish rub and make sure to rub that stuff into this pork as well as you can. All right, get into all the crevices, you know, get a nice coat on the outside. If it falls off, you know, just kind of use what falls off. You want to make sure you get as much of this as you can onto your pork shoulder. Here I got a little bit of a bone sticking out because reasons, but you know, season the bone too. Season the whole thing. You want this to caramelize and get all nice, and it looks like I'm putting dirt on this thing. Oh my gosh, this camera's just so bad. Next time I need to remember to charge my camera. But anyways, yeah, rub that on there. Make sure you get a nice coat on there. You know, if you run out, check your plate. It's probably on the plate. It won't stick the first time. You're gonna have to do a couple passes with this. And if you like to wear gloves, I would suggest wearing gloves, because this is it just felt so weird. Oh gosh, this felt terrible. But anyways, make sure you get the entire thing of pork. You want to cover this pork in dry rub before you let it sit. It's gonna do some interesting stuff. Okay, just I'll say that. Right, let that sit in the fridge overnight. Your meat's gonna do this kind of like osmosis-y thing where it like sucks in the sugars. It's kind of cool, a little bit scary, but you know, once you get that done, then your meat's ready. And now once it's ready, there's 2 ways you can do this. All right, the first way, which is the easy way, take your meat, put it into a pan of some sort. You want to make sure it's fat side up. You want that fat on the top so it can, oh gosh. You want that fat on the top so it can kind of like render down and you know, just baste the meat a little bit. And then you're gonna pour over those juices that kind of came out, because that's basically sugar. Like that's mostly sugar that's kind of like melted off a little bit. All right, now the method that I prefer is in a Dutch oven, get it screaming hot, and sear every single side that you can. Now, obviously I couldn't sear the top side because the bone was sticking out, but if you didn't have that situation, sear the top as well. Sear every single side. Cover, and then set into the oven at 200 degrees until it is fork tender. Now, if you're using a smoker or like a barbecue grill, that was kind of weird to say, your time will probably vary, so you have to watch it, but what you're looking for is fork tender and fall off the bone. That is what you want. As soon as it gets to that point, take it off of the heat and let it sit for 30 minutes. Once that's done, all you gotta do is take the bone out. It should come right off. Like, the meat should just literally just slip off of the bone. That's how you know, it's done. And then proceed to shred up that meat. Now I like to do it in the juices. Some people take it out, but I feel like, you know, if you shred it in the juice, it's just gonna kind of soak up those juices more. I don't know, it's a personal thing. You don't have to do this. You can remove it from the juice if you want to. I'm rambling. I should really stop doing that. And now for the most important part, B-roll. Alright, and that is how you do pulled pork. You put it in there, you get it, you let it go, and then boom, you got food for like a week in my case. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for weekly videos. Yeah, I got a schedule now. And I'll see you guys next time when we take on the Florida classic, the Cuban sandwich.